Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live episode here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas for another episode. Can you believe that? Another one. In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. This is broadcast 151. That's right, you heard it correctly. 151st broadcast right here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. You are in for a treat, brothers and sisters. We're coming to you with some more insightful way of looking at empowerment, looking at wealth, looking at what we should do as Black people. What vested interest should we have as Black people here in America in the midst of all that's going on around us? Everybody has their self-interest being upset, being, tampered with, being threatened. And where do you and I fit in that category? What fight should we take on? We can't fight every battle. We can't fight all battles. We can't fight on every front. So we have to decide, brothers and sisters, what front, what fight, what battle are we going to choose to take all of our resources, energy, time, money, education, everything, and what battles and wars are we going to fight? That's what timing is. That's what you and I have to determine. We have to pull our mind and pull our attention out of the swirl, right? Out of the swirl. You know how you flush the toilet and it swirls down? We got to pull our mind, our energy, our attention out of this swirl that the world seems to be, pulling for our attention. Here at Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters, we want to assist in that very thing. We want to assist in us pulling ourselves out of the picture far enough so we can see the frame. Too often we're in the picture, so we can't see the frame. We're so in the picture that we can only see what's immediately around us or in front of us. It's hard for us to see the frame that includes the entire picture. But that's what we have to do. We do that, brothers and sisters, by putting self-interest first and looking at everything from the prism of self first. Self first, brothers and sisters. We have to deal with this. We have to deal with the psychology that tells us that something's wrong with us dealing with self first, self exclusively. And then after we deal with self, then we help others. That's what black means. The essence from which all things come from. The essence, the essence. So the essence of our efforts, the essence of our attention, of our progress for all of humanity has to start with self. With self, brothers and sisters. So we're going to deal with this here at Black Wealth Empowerment. We're going to deal with, see, that's where empowerment comes from. You can only empower yourself or someone else. There is no third entity that you can empower. Oh, you can say it's society. Okay. All right. It's yourself or something outside of yourself, which is other people in society. There's only in and out. There's two elements. So this is what we have to understand. This is what we have to focus on. Now is the time to do that. Time dictates the agenda. So teaches the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Time dictates the agenda. And we know that to be true. We know that to be right and exact. Time dictates the agenda. So what time are we living in? What time? So we're here tonight at Black Wealth Empowerment broadcast 151. So that we can get on the same page. So we can understand there's some things that we must. Capital M-U-S-T, must. That means have no choice. Must. That means if you don't, there's a great consequence. There's some things we must do in this particular time here in America as black people. We must do some things. You see the environment. You see it, brothers and sisters. If you're woke, as they say, and you should be to a greater extent than most because you're here. Just the mere fact that you're here and you've been here this long and you've been here several times before gives the indication that your consciousness is a step or two above. Those that aren't here aren't tapped into this level of consciousness. There's levels of consciousness that's tapped into this level of consciousness that we're talking about here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, welcome to another exciting episode, broadcast 151. I'm happy to be here with you, Daryl Muhammad from Houston, Texas. Been raining ever since the 4th. It poured down rain on the 4th. It's been raining every day, off and on since then. But we're coming to you live anyway because life goes on, right? Happy to have with us my co-host, brother from Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know what kind of weather they're having in Phoenix. I thought it's always hot in Phoenix. But we have our brother sitting there in queue, ready to bring you this message tonight. We're going to hear some opening words from him. You know who he is, brothers and sisters. You know him. Our brother, Rodney Assad Muhammad. Brother Rodney, where you at?
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Peace, everybody. Black Wealth Empowerment family. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Yes, I am in hot zone. This is Phoenix, Arizona. I saw somebody on one of the social media platforms talk about they woke up in the morning. It was 90, it was 80 degrees, and they was like, "Ooh, this is ridiculous." They was talking about it was 80 degrees. 80 degrees. My thermostat in the house for the air conditioner is set to 81 to keep the house cool. 81 is cool in the house. So that kind of gives you some contrast of what it must be like outside. I think today is about 109, 110. But the other morning I got up, I was out and about taking care of some business and handling some things. It was about 3:45 in the morning. 3:45, brothers and sisters. 3:45 in the morning. It was 96 degrees at 3:45 a.m. 96 degrees. So we had no place else to go but up from there. So it's a beautiful thing. I always tell people that live here, this is why we live here, for the heat. We like it hot. So if you don't, this is no place to be. But it's a beautiful thing. It's good to be alive, to be able to feel the heat on your skin, to be able to experience it no matter what it is. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, we all have the ability to make a choice to stay or go, right? Enjoy or complain, whatever it is, we have choices we can make as it relates to it. So today, brothers and sisters, we're going to talk about some things we must do, some things you gotta do, right? Some things we gotta do. And we're going to talk about something. Oh, we're going in today. Now, if this is your first time joining us, right, watching us maybe on the replay, welcome, welcome, welcome. You got to let other people know about this broadcast. Let people know, hey, this BWE thing, you want to tap into this. This is some life-changing information, some great data that I can use that's been helping my business, my personal life, and every other area of endeavor that I'm involved in. Let people know about this broadcast, right? Share it with everybody you know. You never know who's going to benefit from it. You might say, I don't know. I don't really like it that much. That's okay. It might not be for you, right? We have some lessons that talk about a cage and lion in a cage, whatnot. I'm not going into that, but I said he found a door, and there are 17 million keys, right? Because there's 17 million locks, right? And a key fits a lock. Right, and so that's why you go to the store, you buy a key. They got keys in the little package with the lock. That key is for your lock. Now the other keys and the other locks and for the other locks. You don't have to worry about them locks right now. You just worry about the key that fits your lock, and that's what it's about. So help other people possibly find a key in their lives, right? To find a key that can help them unlock some things in their lives that can take them to another level, release them from some things that's been holding them back, keeping them from their ultimate aim and destiny in life, their purpose, right? So, brothers and sisters, I'll be back with you a little while. We're going to keep this thing rolling. This is broadcast 151. Oh my goodness, we are on to something great, something powerful. and we're thankful that you're along with us for the journey. All right, so stay with us, get a pen and pad ready, because we're going to cover some things that you definitely going to want to write down.
All right, thank you, Brother Rodney. Brothers and sisters, this is the hour of power. And 15 minutes is already gone. That's how fast life goes by. You snap your finger, and it's gone. So, brothers and sisters, like the coach said, get a pen and some paper. Because we deliver you the goods here. We take pride, brothers and sisters, in bringing you content that is not readily available. You really got to dig to get the kind of content that I bring you by God's grace, and Brother Rodney brings you by God's grace, and Sister Brandy brings you by God's grace. Most of the time, brothers and sisters, you only get one instructor at a time. Most classes, you only get one instructor at a time. Most webinars and workshops, you only get one instructor at a time, but here you get three, brothers and sisters. So you're getting a trifecta. You're getting, a triple dose. You're tripling down when you come to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. You get triple darkness, if you will, of knowledge, meaning that it's limitless. You don't know where the end of it is. We take pride, brothers and sisters, in tapping on something, like he said, unlocking those keys that unlock you. The keys that unlock you, to unlock us, because we're locked up. We're locked up, brothers and sisters. So we want you to share this stream. I mean, it's all about sharing. See, you can't be blessed with closed fists. You can't expand with closed fists. You can't grow with closed fists. You can't do anything but hold on to what you have with a closed fist, which means you can never get more. If you want more, brothers and sisters, then if you want more and you and I desire more, we deserve more, then that lets you know, to the extent that you want to receive is the extent that you got to open up your hands to receive. So you got to share. You have to share, brothers and sisters, not for us, but for you. Sharing is for you. Sharing is letting God know that you understand his law that he governs himself by, and that's the law of abundance. The law of abundance. So therefore, I can give, I can share, because I know without a doubt, meaning without doubting in the law, that it will come. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know through whom, but I know it's going to come back. So I continue to give in faith. See, when you give grudgingly, the Bible talks about don't give grudgingly. When you give grudgingly, that means you're really giving in doubt. You're kind of not sure, but you're going to do it because it's the right thing to do, and I know it's going to come back to me, but I'm not going to release it with faith. But to share this stream, that's a basic fundamental of empowerment. You empower yourself by empowering others. You empower yourself by empowering others, brothers and sisters. So empower this platform. You're not empowering me because I'm doing things outside of this platform. You're not empowering Brother Rodney because he's doing things outside of this platform to be empowered, to empower himself. We come here every week so you can have an opportunity to share this stream, so you can have an opportunity to receive and give simultaneously. You have to give much more willingly than you are to receive. Once we understand that and practice that, giving much more willingly than we receive, then we'll understand what it takes to be empowered. You empower the masses, and that will empower you. That's why Brother Rodney and I show up, and Sister Brandy show up week after week after week, now broadcast 151. So share. Here's what you need to do. If you're watching us in our private platform right here at BWE, private platform, this is our own private channel. Now, how we broadcast it and bring it to you, we partner and collaborate with the technology that's out there for us to use, but we're here showing up in our private platform right here at BWE. If you're watching us in our private platform, there's tabs above your head. That's for you. That's so you can share. Make it real easy for you to share. Hit that Facebook like button. Hit it a couple of times right now. Click, 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 click. Come on with me. Come on, get your finger. Click, 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 click. Hit a couple of times. That's letting Facebook know that you like our Facebook page, our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. You like that. Since Mark Zuckerberg is the master of algorithms and he's manipulating them so to where he getting himself in trouble. You sign off to give him all your information. He manipulating them so much, Courage Coach, that he getting in trouble after you done gave him permission to use your information. Right? So that's letting Facebook know that you like our Facebook page. Next to that is Facebook Share. Facebook Share. Hit that, open that up, log in if you have to. Hashtag, here it is. Hashtag BWE Hangout. BWE Hangout. Put the hashtag first. BWE Hangout. We are live. Go ahead and send that out right now. Go ahead. Do it right now. Okay? So you done it. Now, next to that is Twitter. Hit that Twitter button. Twitter share. Same thing. Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. Send it out right now. Do it right now, brothers and sisters. It only should take you a second. All right. Next to that is G Plus. If you have an account, do the same thing there. It has Pinterest. Do the same thing there. It has LinkedIn. I believe do the same thing there, brothers and sisters. Do it right now. And I need for you to do it every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes. See, let me just share something with you that I've learned, and the Courage Coach knows this. And here's the challenge. When it comes to empowerment, when it comes to anything outside of the institutional structure, the institutional learning platform, outside of that, then it's all on you. You have to remember to click it every 3 minutes. You have to remember to do the steps over and over again, whatever they may be. See, there's no institution structure for you to guide you down the pathway and to keep you on the straight and narrow and to make sure if you just follow along, you'll get to the other end. Now, when it comes to empowerment, that's something that you and we have to take 100% full responsibility of and understand that is on me. If it's meant to be, it's up to me because it's not in the institutional framework. It's outside of that. So we have to have the discipline necessary to as we can do what we have to do, what we must do over a protracted period of time. So go ahead and hit those every 3 minutes. If you're watching this on YouTube, then right below there's a Twitter and Facebook tab, I believe there. Go ahead and hit that a couple of times. Share the stream. Or some of you might be watching us somewhere on Facebook, right? Somewhere on Facebook because I posted on my personal page. There's a share button right down there in the right-hand corner. Go ahead and share it, brothers and sisters. Share it. If you don't share this platform, if you don't share this message, if you don't share this broadcast, then what are you sharing on Facebook? Nothing? Well, that's not good. What are you sharing on Facebook? Same old, everybody else sharing the problem and not the solution? That's even worse. That's even worse. To be empowered, you have to focus on the solution. You have to spend most, if not all of your time after you identify the problem on the solution. So share this stream, brothers and sisters. Share it every 3 minutes. Share it. Because there's a lot of noise out there, a lot of fake news out there, a lot of distractions out there that's out there on purpose. That's out there on purpose, brothers and sisters. See, so you're going to have to fight. This is a fight. You're in a battle. You're in a war. And you have to want to win bad enough. If not, we won't. But we're here at Black Wealth Empowerment to help you out, to help you do that. All right. So you should have shared it. You probably should have shared it twice now, because I'm sure that's been 3 minutes since the first time. All right. Now we have a private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. I said last week, that's the BWE Country Club. That's the BWE Country Club. Some of you guys are watching that's not a member of our exclusive group. They're on Facebook. Then you're not really enjoying the benefits of this exclusive group. There's some things that's happening in our group on Facebook, our Facebook fan page, that you don't have no knowledge of, but you can very well benefit from. So you need to be a part of it. And how do you do that? If you're watching us on our private platform, below there's a link that says livevirtualnetworking.com. We gave you a website to go to, or a link that'll take you to our Facebook page, livevirtualnetworking.com. If you're watching this in a private platform, if not, go to Facebook, search bar Black Wealth Empowerment. Click join. It's a closed group, so you can't see anything until you've been approved. So you click join, and myself or Sister Brandy, our membership coordinator, will go through your profile just like the government does, just like the FBI does, just like the NSA does, just like local police authority does. We'll go through your profile page and see if it's a fit. See if it's a fit, brothers and sisters. See if what we see and what we read on your profile page is in alignment to what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment. You already have to be going in that direction in order to be a part of this group. You already have to be at a certain level just to be a part of this private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. So go ahead and do that so you can join us. And those of you who are already members, you know what to do. It's time to make yourself known. We're taking roll call. It's time for you to make your presence known. So go in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Put your information in there, brothers and sisters. Right? Stop being a secret agent. Put your information there, your name, what city, what organization you're affiliated with. That can be professional, that can be social, that can be fraternal, whatever it is, brothers and sisters. Put that in the private, elusive Facebook group. Introduce yourself, and our members are going there and welcome you, and you see if there's something in common that they can network it. That is a live virtual networking platform. That's how we've created that community to be a place to network. Not for you to post your advertisement, because we approve every post that comes through before it goes actually in the group, and I delete those that just advertisement. Meaning that your members, you never come to show up to these live webinars, but you want to promote and advertise. There's other platforms like that. This is just not that kind. This is a platform to engage, brothers and sisters, to engage. That's what this platform is, to engage. So we want you to engage. So you go there, you put your information in there. Any nuggets that you get throughout this broadcast, you go ahead and put that in there. You need to put your information. There's some things we must do to get what we deserve. We must do. See, we live in a world of musts. In an institutional framework. See, we understand that. I have to go to work. No, you don't. Yes, I do, because I got bills. Okay. See, we understand musts and have tos in an institutional environment. But once you get outside of that institutional environment, now it's something you have to do for self that's not part of an institutional structure of existence. Then that's where we run into challenges. That's when we run into challenges. But here at Black Wealth Empowerment every Sunday is your opportunity to understand what it is that we must do, and to do it on this platform before you leave. So when you start Monday, I got to engage. I got to participate. I got to share willingly. I have to get involved. I have to, see what's going on. I need to focus on empowerment. I need to focus on doing something for myself. You start that here tonight with Black Wealth Empowerment. or you continue it here tonight with Black Wealth Empowerment. So go ahead and put your information in there, brothers and sisters. We need to know who you are. We want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? You are relevant. You are important, not just in your life, but you're important to everybody that's around you, to everybody that you come in contact with personally or virtually. Coach can tell you, if you weren't important beyond yourself, then you wouldn't be here. Your life would have ended before today if you're only relevant to yourself. You're relevant to other people. You're relevant to us here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers and sisters. So share this stream. Get involved. Introduce yourself. A quiet mouth doesn't get fed. So we can't be quiet. Now it's time for us to dig down deep. Catch your breath. Inhale 4 times. Use your diaphragm. And inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Learn how to breathe. Coach got that in his book. Coach, you got to teach us how to breathe one time. Come on here and teach us how to breathe, brother. we think we breathe. I don't know. Tell us, what percentage of oxygen get into our brains because we don't know how to breathe? See, life is a science. You got to live on purpose, brothers and sisters. We have to learn how to breathe. Our cells need oxygen. It's almost like, I guess it's almost like, Courage Coach, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like you always driving your car on a fourth of a tank. You don't never fill it up to a half a tank, and never fill it up to 3/4 of a tank, and you never fill it up and drive it on full. Because we don't know how to breathe. Right? The oxygen is the full amount of the oxygen that we have the capacity to inhale is not getting into our lungs, which means it's not getting into our cells. See, it's a cycle. Empowerment is understanding that it's cyclical. That's why you give and share willingly, because you understand that everything in God's universe is cyclical. They say once an adult, twice a child. Cyclical. Cyclical, brothers and sisters. All right. So go ahead and share the stream. Invite some people. If sharing doesn't work, then you need to inbox them. Excuse me. You need to inbox them. If that doesn't work, you need to call them. Those that you love enough to call, you need to call them. Call them. Say, man, I've been sending you I've been sharing stuff on my Facebook page and Instagram and Pinterest and LinkedIn and Twitter account. I don't know if you've seen it, but I thought about you, and I'm almost certain you'll get some value out of this program that I've been watching. I've been checking out. So I want you to check it out. I'm gonna send you an email that they sent me that has the link in it. You can watch it, watch the replay by clicking onto that link. Check it out. I don't want anything from it. I just want to check it out because I think you'll find some value in it. That's how you do that. That's the script, brothers and sisters. That is the script. We have to raise our level of consciousness in the area of empowerment, in the area of wealth in its totality. We have to raise our level of consciousness of what it is to be Black. Does it stop at getting excited because of Black Panther? We have to raise our consciousness of being Black in America. Just raise it. Take that excitement from Black Panther to another level. Raise your consciousness. When you raise your consciousness, when we raise our consciousness, brothers and sisters, it will raise everything else up. It's a science. It cannot rise up when we raise up our consciousness. It has to go together. It has to go together. So, brothers and sisters, this is the hour of power here at Black Wealth Empowerment. Live experience, as the Courage Coach says. We're talking about what must we do to get the money that we deserve? What must we do to get the money we deserve? Let's talk about it. See, that's why you need to be in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group so you can type in some notes and you can ask some questions and we can have a dialogue. We can't respond to you right now while we're live, but afterwards, the Courage Coach and I and Sister Brandy, we can go in there and we can have the dialogue. We can continue the dialogue after the live stream. So put your questions in there. Put your comments in there right now as they pop up in your head during this hour of power. Go ahead and do that. So we'll come back to them. We'll have a dialogue and we'll continue. And then we can add it to our content in the future. So let's go into the inspirational part of tonight's message. Because, see, here at Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters, we're not confused. And we understand that this is a twofold process. Twofold process. We have to be inspired because we're spiritual people. We have to be inspired, and that's first. And then after we're inspired, then we can be motivated. Motivative, motion. Then we can go get into motion because we've been inspired, infused with the Spirit of God. If we're infused the Spirit of God, then we'll move in the Spirit with the mindset of God. And now when we move out, when we get into the second part of tonight's message, the motivational message, then we'll have a righteous mindset and the pursuit of wealth and empowerment. So without any further ado, let's bring up the Courage Coach so he can take us into our inspirational part of tonight's message. Courage Coach, take it away.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Once again, brothers and sisters, I hope my feed is sufficient. I'm about to make some changes and adjustments and whatnot. You know what, Brother Daryl? Let's say this right now. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and invest in a new laptop just because I want to enhance some things, and this laptop served me. He served me well. It's time for him to move on to greater things in his life. But, brothers and sisters, I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Now, tonight's message on Black Wealth Empowerment: what must I do? And now, one thing I want you all to do is anytime you, and I've said this on previous broadcasts, anytime you go to a workshop, seminar, any kind of training or something like that. But you might even go to church or mosque or temple, whatever. Always have a pen and pad available or some way to take notes, right? To take notes and things like that. But anytime you hear somebody that's talking, doing the presenting and whatnot, the teaching, and they say, write this down, um, you know, you must blah blah blah, or here's something, a very powerful quote that I heard, and you must blah 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 blah. Always personalize it. Always put I must, I will, I shall, I have, right? Personalize it. I deserve to own. We talked about this before with books. Anytime somebody gives you a book recommendation, put I deserve to own this book. Why is that important? Why is that important? Because you want to take it in. You want it to become something that's personal to you, right? So what must I do? Right? What must I do? That's how you want to reframe the topic for today. What must I do? Right. Now, one thing about deserving something, life doesn't give us what we ask for necessarily. It gives us what we qualify for, or what we deserve. I'll say it again. Life doesn't give us what we ask for. Life actually gives us what we deserve. If you do nothing, you get nothing, right? If you go back to looking at the Bible and things like that, books like that, even though the way the story is that God made this, made that, created this, created that, created all this stuff, boom, put all this stuff and say, oh, here's some fruits and vegetables and herbs, right? And you can have all this and stay away from that and all this stuff. But the command was given to dress and keep that which was provided to them. Dress and keep it in a proper state of good repair, or a good status. To dress it means to take what I've given you and enhance it, make it really fit for you and how you want to live your life. Dressing it and keeping it. Well, brothers and sisters, when it comes to dressing and keeping a garden, being fruitful and multiplying, that means at some point you can't just hope that the apple falls down from the tree and it kind of breaks open and rots a little bit enough to where the seed gets into the dirt and hopefully gets covered up and hopefully enough water and sunlight can get to that area where another tree will grow up and nothing happens, no fungus, no critters, nothing like that try to get to and then it grows up to be a nice beautiful apple tree and you can pick more apples and that's all you had to do is just wait for that to happen. That's not how life works. Life gives us what we deserve, what we qualify for, not what we want. How do I get the money that I deserve? Well, first thing, brothers and sisters, at the core of it, the the really the, the crux of it is you have to have I talked about this on Thursday night called a courage, Brother Daryl. Integrity. We talked about this. Integrity. Having integrity. We're gonna go a step further with this. We have to have a righteousness at the base of everything that you're gonna do. It's one thing to say, I want a big screen TV. I really deserve a big screen TV. You say that, but then you taking one, trying to go the stove out of one, or poop down the street. He got him. Poop got him. You know, he got one out the trunk. Get one out. That ain't the way to go because that leads to something. Oh, watch now, watch. To get the money that I deserve, that you deserve, that we deserve, there has to be at the foundation of everything I do, every action that I take, a righteous activity. See, I can get the money that I deserve because I'm doing this, that people pay money for nefarious goods and services, and they give me money. And I feel like, okay, yeah. But at an unrighteous means, that leads to something. And that leads to destruction, mayhem, poverty, prison, and a whole host of other things. So yes, you can get money and you might deserve money because you gave a product and somebody gave you money. But if it's an unrighteous product, it's unrighteous gains, it's ill-gotten gains. See, there was a woman just recently released from prison after serving several years in prison for not actively taking a role in the nefarious acts that were going on. She knowingly participated in a quote small scale, right? But she was still convicted nonetheless because she participated in unrighteous acts. I was just answering the telephone. Well, you could have just answered the telephone for AT&T. You could have just answered the telephone for Verizon and Sprint. You could have just answered the telephone for a whole lot of companies that are looking for somebody to answer the telephone, that they're selling products and goods and services and that they're offering that is not killing anybody, that's going to be good for the community or the town or whatnot. And so if she wanted to answer the phone, she could have answered the phone, but she went in willingly knowing this was improper. Well, watch now. So in order for me to get what I deserve, you're going to always get what you deserve. You're going to always get what you deserve. Every single time we act in any way, shape, or form, whether it be righteous or unrighteous, we're going to get what we deserve. But the question we all got to ask ourselves, right? The question we got to ask ourselves is, do I want what's on the other side of what I'm about to do, and I will have deserved it? Am I going to be happy? Is it going to bring me joy? Is it going to bring my family joy? Is it going to be uplifting to me and others? Is it going to be something I can smile and say, "Oh, I'm so thankful that I took that action, that I did that thing, that I went after that business move, or I sold that particular product"? Is it something that's going to be something where you say, "Oh my goodness, I would never second guess this decision. This is some. Oh, this feels right. This feels right. This feels righteous." Not out of a need, because most of us move, brothers and sisters, out of our neediness. And something the late great Jim Rohn said: the earth, and talking about the planet, doesn't care about your need, it cares about your seed. You don't go to the earth, you don't go to things with your need in your hand. I need. You have to plant a seed and then do some work to get back what you need. But if you say, "I need this," go to the light people, say, "I need my lights to stay on." Go to the gas station when you try to fill up, you on E. Brother Dale talked about you on E. Go to the gas station, say, "I need a full tank of gas." They go say, "How much would you like?" They say, "I want the full tank." They say that, well, they're looking at your car, it's gonna be about $34. "Oh no, I just need full tank of gas." Well, they don't care about your need. They care about your seed. Well, you better seed them with some money, and they will supply the right kind of materials to fulfill your need. So, brothers and sisters, I wrap this with this. Anytime you're going to embark upon any action or activity, right, and you know you have a need, something that you feel you really deserve in your life, right, plant a righteous seed. Brother Minister Farrakhan said it to us like this: it is our righteousness that will sustain us, right? That's where we're going to get our sustenance from, is righteousness. Seek ye first, brothers and sisters, the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and in all things will be added unto us. You want to get what you deserve? Sow a righteous seed so you can have a righteous harvest. But the beautiful thing about being righteous, brothers and sisters, striving to be right, is that there's a mathematical, biblical God principle that says you will be blessed 10 and 100 fold. See, out in my backyard, I plant seeds. I planted watermelon. We got corn. We got bell peppers and other peppers and things like that. But when I planted that watermelon seed, I planted a single seed, and from that you get 5, 6 watermelons off of one seed, one plant. With the bell peppers, I can't pick enough bell peppers off of one seed. One seed. We done got so many bell peppers. We don't know what to do with them. Like, oh my god, we got to take some to other people's house. And like my wife is like, "Oh, we got to use these bell peppers." Oh, some of them are just dying on the bush. It's, oh my goodness. So my cup is running over. But I'm watering. I'm taking care of. I'm doing what's necessary in order to get back what I need. So, brothers and sisters, everything you desire in life, everything you want, you can have. All your needs can be fulfilled. But if you don't have, and we don't have righteousness at the base, right? At the base, at the foundation of going after those things, at the end of the story, what you'll get a fulfillment, but it will not be the harvest that you want, but it'll be the harvest that you deserve nonetheless. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar by being righteous and planting good seeds. Peace.
All right. Thank you, Brother Rodney. Sow that seed, brothers and sisters. See, it's sharing. See, it's the same thing. It's an outward release. See, brothers and sisters, we can run, but we can't hide from the truth that God has established. that we must follow to be successful. Thank you, Brother Rodney. We have to sow some righteous seeds, right? If you're a righteous person, you're going to sow righteous seeds. So, brothers and sisters, let's talk about now the motivational message of tonight's program. What must we do to get the money we deserve? Courage Coach already covered the deserve part. Let's cover the money part, the money that you deserve. We all want money, right? We all need money. But what kind of seed are you sowing? The Courage Coach said, right? So what do you deserve? I deserve $1,000,000. Where you get that number from? Just plucked from air. Then how you know that's what you deserve? Let me rephrase it and help you to look at it this way, because that's pretty abstract or vague kind of question or statement. What do we, the money we deserve? See, everything's based on need. Anything beyond need is what? Is what I deserve. Deserve. What do I deserve? Beyond my needs, what do I deserve? Well, that's like Coach said, is based on the value that you bring, the righteousness that you deliver. Now, let me say it like this, so we can wrap some dollars around it. Since this is the motivational part, the money part of tonight's message, let's ask the question: what must we do to get the money that we deserve? Let's ask it like this: what kind of lifestyle do I want to live? What kind of lifestyle do I deserve? Lifestyle. What should my life look like? What do I deserve? I've worked hard all my life. I deserve. What kind of lifestyle do I deserve? See, deserve connotates that you're getting something in return for service. So if you give little service, then you deserve just a little. That's what he said. You get what you deserve. That's absolutely right. But then there's what we deserve or feel we deserve based on what we know that what we can deliver. We know we have greater to deliver. We have greater service to give. And that's where the desire to want more comes from, to have more, to be more. And we need money for that. You and I deserve to have better than what we have financially. What kind of lifestyle do you want to have, brothers and sisters? What does that look like? Does that look like a 60-hour work week? Does that look like, a schedule that's graveyard, even though you have children and a spouse that, they're on a different schedule? So there's a conflict of time and schedule. So you can't maximize opportunity to bond together, to spend time together, because we're social creatures. We're not able to do that in a cohesive kind of way because our schedules are all topsy-turvy. Is that the kind of lifestyle that you desire, that you deserve? That might be what you have due to circumstances, but moving forward, what are we going to do to create the lifestyle that we want? See, you have to sit down and think about it. You have to sit down and add mass to it, meaning you have to add some reality to it. What does that look like as far as my house is concerned? What does that look like as far as my clothing is concerned? What does that look like as far as my health is concerned? What does that look like as far as my transportation is concerned? What does that look like as far as, whatever else that's going to make up your life to give the style of life that you desire, that you believe that you deserve, that you know that you deserve based on what's in you? That's stirring something up in you that's telling you, man, I deserve more than this. I'm better than this. So what kind of lifestyle? You have to write it down. Car, food, clothes, recreation, health, relationship, lifestyle, every area, education, every area of your life. Write it down. See, it's just like writing down all your income. It's like writing down all your expenses. See, money makes you more practical. You won't build wealth or be empowered, brothers and sisters, being impractical. It's not going to happen. You're leaving it up to chance. So you have to sit down and write down, what kind of lifestyle do I deserve? Based on my desire, based on how I feel about myself. This ain't it. So what kind of lifestyle? Write that down in detail. And then what you do now, you got to add some dollar amounts to that. Okay, 4-bedroom, 5-bath home, living room, dining room, study, 3-car garage, whatever it is. Well, how much is that going to cost? Put a number next to it. Each line item, put a dollar next to it. Google it, come up with some estimations, and then add that up. Add that up. Now, okay, you say, ooh, to live that improved lifestyle, live the lifestyle that I believe I deserve. For the other reason, that whatever the reason might be, you deserve it, but I deserve it. Well, that's how much it's going to require for me to have and to maintain. All right. That's what we got to go after. So the next thing you and I have to do is we have to put together a plan. Okay, now how am I going to achieve that? How is that going to happen? How is that going to happen, brothers and sisters? See, one of the reasons why we don't talk about, when we talk about the money part, or I talk about money in all of my different platforms, if you will, or presentations, I don't deal with, cryptocurrency and stocks and bonds and mutual funds and that which everybody else talks about, how to get money. Because you know why? I learned as a stockbroker, there's a million ways to make money in America. You got to find out what fits for you. You have to put together a customized plan for you. Stocks and bonds and mutual funds might can't do what you need done. Cryptocurrency might can't do what you need done. Real estate investing might can't do what you need done. It can't just easily boil down to how much money can I make. See, that's where we get lost in the sauce. That's where we get hoodwinked and bamboozled, brothers and sisters. This platform is to pull back the scales so you and I will have the basic fundamental awareness and consciousness. So no matter what comes our way, the latest and the greatest that we haven't even heard of before, when that comes our way and everybody is talking about it, we won't get swept away in the undercurrents. We won't get swept away or get swirled in that swirl pool, because we be at a higher consciousness to know that, hey, I need to customize. It has to be customized for me. It has to be customized for what I want done. So now we have to now figure out, how can I create this lifestyle? What do I need to do? How much money do I need to generate, to create, to invest? What kind of return do I need on my money? How aggressive do my investments have to be if I'm trying to reach this goal in 5 years and I'm at a zero number to start with? I can't buy CDs. Oh, it's safe, but I can't buy CDs at 2 and 3% a year, and I got 5 years to get to that $100,000 mark. That's not going to happen. You'll sleep good tonight, but you'll wake up 5 years from now in a cold sweat, waking up out of a nightmare. See, so now we have to put together a plan. See, now we have to say, okay, I need to look for investments. I need to look for financial planning strategies. Financial planning strategies to make this happen. See, what good is it, brothers and sisters, to install a brand new AC unit in your house? 3 tons. I mean, it's blowing icicles, right? just to have gaps underneath your front door like this, gaps underneath your back door like this, house not properly insulated. So you're getting 10 and 15% of that air seeping out of your house. See, that's why we don't talk about it and I don't focus on get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. Because we got gaps underneath our front and back door and underneath our windowsill, Courage Coach, and our house is not insulated. So we get all this $1.3 trillion just to stay in our community 6 minutes and it's out. That means that AC blowing your house, Courage Coach, at 94 degrees at 4 o'clock in the morning. It blows in your house in 6 minutes. It's hot again. That's how it is. The cool breeze of $1.3 trillion come through our hands in a year. And it comes through every day and every week. But whenever it comes through, it only blows for 6 minutes. And then we hungry again. We naked again. We out of doors again. We thirsty again. Come on, brothers and sisters. It starts with you and I. Don't look at Pookie and Ray Ray and them. They might be doing better than you and I. But they got street knowledge, which is the old basic knowledge of getting ahead. So don't judge them because they don't have no degrees. Don't judge them because they can't speak the king's language as well as you and I. Don't judge them because they got teardrops and tattoos all the way up to their neck like a collar. You'll be surprised. Like our Hispanic brothers, right? They out here cutting grass and stuff. You'll be surprised how much cash they got in the bank. Hard, cold cash. So number 2 step is to come up with a plan based on that lifestyle that you want to live in the time frame that you want to start living it. Come up with a specific plan. That means you got to go here and sift through all these opportunities to make money. That means you have to sift through financial strategies outside of making more money. You got to sift through tax strategies. You got to sift through expense strategies. You got to sift through debt strategies. You got to sift through credit strategies. It's more than just getting money. When you got gaps in your front door, back door, underneath your windows. All right? And then lastly, brother, says you got to go. We got to go for what we know, as the song says. We got to go hard, man. The universe, people make way for those that are coming through. Coming through with their mind made up. You know how you know when your mind made up? When you're coming through with full force. You got your foot off the brakes and both feet on the gas. Person to get out your way, because you know why? If they don't get out your way, they know you're going to run them over. So we got to get out here and get it, brothers and sisters. The time and what must be done. It's time for us to get out here and get it. I was listening to Courage Coach on the radio to a financial station, and they were talking about these tariffs, these trade tariffs that President Trump and his cabinet is putting on Canada and China. And they were saying if that gets into a full-blown trade war, what is that going to mean for the economy? What is that going to mean for the stock market? What is that going to mean for the working Americans? If that happens, brother, says that might just be around the corner 2-3 years from now. When I heard that, I said, oh man, I gotta evaluate my strategy and I gotta amp this thing up. If this thing go full blown, man, it's gonna be a trade war in the next 2 to 3 years. And that's going to cause a ripple effect. Goods are going to go up because the other governments, countries, China, going to add tariffs or a percentage, a tax, if you will, to the imports and the exports. And they're going to pass that on to you and I, the consumer. So all this stuff made in China that's real cheap, if a full-blown trade war, it ain't going to be cheap no more. It's not going to be cheap anymore. So the third thing, brothers and sisters, we got to put our heads down and go to work. That is what we must do to get the money that you and I and we deserve. These are the things we must, and this is just the beginning. Like I say, it ain't over until a fat lady sing. Man, it's not over until it's over, brothers and sisters. Brother Rodney mentioned Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn on one of his audio programs. They asked the question, well, how long are we supposed to do this? His answer was until. Until. That's how long we supposed to do this. How long you want to live? Until I get tired of living. Until I get tired of seeing the cycle of life repeating itself and nothing new seems to come about. I'm bored. I guess I'll go ahead and transition now. Until, brothers and sisters, until. With that kind of mentality, the until mentality, then you'll go all in. But when you're looking for a finish line, when you want to know how long and how much longer and 5 years, how long got to do this, then see, you're not going to even go all in. Because you're going in looking to stop. And you can't put your both feet on the gas when you're looking to stop. When your mind is already thinking, man, this thing better work out in about 6 months, man. Because if not, I'm going to hang it up. Because see, better work in 6 months. These are the things we, not you, not me, we must do, brothers and sisters. You heard it here at Black Wealth Empowerment. This is just the beginning. You can't cover everything. Everything is covered over a lifetime, not on an hour program. But an hour program can point you in the right direction, keep you in the right direction, and help you accelerate in that direction so you can get to your goals much, much faster. That's what we're intending to do, and we have done for many of our members here at Black Wealth Empowerment. But since we're going to roll it over to Courage Coach so he can say some final words. This is broadcast 151 of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We've just dropped the mic once again. Once again, we've dropped the mic again. We drop the mic every week here at BWE, and we drop it throughout this hour of power. Courage Coach, final words.
Yes, sir, Brother Dale. Thank you all for joining us once again. Thank you for those watching the replay, for sharing it, for liking it, for sending us a comment, a note, and questions and things like that. Brothers and sisters, the money is flowing through our hands. The money is flowing through our hands. And something Brother Daryl said that sparked my thought. I thought about recently, buying, because it's not an investment, buying another TV, buying a TV, a larger TV. It's not an investment. Just listen to the language. I'm not investing in a TV. No. I'm just going to buy a TV, which means I'm already going to be taking an L. As soon as I walk in the store and I get in the cart up to the register and I give them money, I lost instantly. I immediately lost. Actually, that TV, I lost value right there. As soon as I made that exchange, I lost value. Wow. And I thought to myself, well, instead of getting this 6572 big old super mega up, put it on the wall TV so we can watch foolishness, I guess, in high def. I thought to myself, well, what would Nas do? That's what I thought. Not what would Jesus do. And I thought to myself, well, what would like, Damon Dash do? What would Damon Dash do in this situation? Would he go into Target? No, he'd probably buy some Target stock if you don't already own it, And then the TV that's probably the best, the one that people most commenting on and saying, oh, you're going to get one, this the one, got and all this. They say, let me go in and invest in that manufacturer too. And I go get a little throwaway TV and then invest in the place that I would have shopped in. Because if I was going to shop there, I'm pretty sure other people shopping there. It's pretty clear people buying that TV and like it. Wow, wait a minute. Why don't I just take part in the production by buying stock in that company? 72-inch TV, why not buy 72 shares? Ooh, different way of looking at it. See, the money's already there. We already got the money. This is flowing through our hands, brother. Daryl told you all that. It's just, well, we got to do different things with it, change how we apply these principles. And so instead of me being a unrighteous person by using, because that's unrighteous, that's actually unrighteous, going and say, let me be a consumer, and instead of me being an investor, I'm going to just be a consumer. That's not righteous, because it's not going to get you anything, bro. So we're not going to win from that. So keep coming back. Keep watching Black Wealth Empowerment, right? Never, ever disconnect from things that can edify you, uplift you, and in the right direction. God willing, we'll see you all next week. So the Hour of Power of Black Wealth Empowerment. We always bring our A. We need to come up with a new letter. There's going to be some letter above A or something like that. But thank you all, brothers and sisters. Share this stream. Let people know about it. And then send us your comments and questions, because we want to engage you. I'm Rodney Asad Muhammad. Peace.
All right. Thank you, Brother Rodney, for those words. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being here. Brother Rodney said, thank you for sharing this stream. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your time. We're happy to bring you broadcast 151. What we must do to get the money we deserve. Brother said, you heard it here. This is only the beginning. Take your notes, share it. Come on now. Time to grow up. Time to put the big boy and big girl pants on and gather like-minded people together and sit down and come up with a scheme, a plan, a strategy. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, brothers and sisters. This is what we must do at this particular time before the opportunity of now goes away. So thank you for being here. And as I say, God willing, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. God willing, we'll see you next week. Take care. God bless.